Dr. Forrest C. Shackley believed in living in harmony with nature. And since our founding, everything we do is rooted in this philosophy. That's what we mean when we say, at Shackley, all our proof comes naturally. It starts with our products. Our scientists search the world over to source the finest natural ingredients on the planet. And then we go beyond the products. We extend our philosophy to playing our part in protecting and preserving nature and the environment. We have a great history of joining with leaders of change, like Jacques Cousteau, whose life work contributed to the study and conservation of life in the oceans. Dr. Wangari Maathai, 2004 Nobel Peace Prize winner, and founder of the Green Belt movement, the first person to win a Nobel Peace Prize for the environment. Together with Dr. Maathai, we've planted millions of trees and counting through our Million Trees, Million Dreams campaign. We also make every effort to be gentle on the planet in all of our business practices. We were the first company in the world to be climate neutral certified, to totally offset our carbon emissions. The net result is a net zero impact on the environment, and our corporate world headquarters is award-winning for its environmental design. We also strive to care for the environment in the production and manufacture of our products. For example, with our Get Clean Starter Kit, we eliminate millions of pounds of greenhouse gas emissions and the equivalent of more than 2.7 billion bottles of conventional, ready-to-use 26-ounce window cleaners. If you place these end to end, these bottles would wrap around the earth more than 18 times. So for this reason and many others, we were designated by the Environmental Protection Agency as one of the top 20 green companies in the US and honored as an industry innovator by Climate Counts for the company's leadership in taking voluntary action to address climate change. Shackley is committed to living in harmony with nature, and the seeds we plant in our products grow to benefit our entire planet. Our science team at Shackley plays an integral role in making this a reality. And to tell us more about our team's extraordinary commitment to nature, let's bring Dr. Jim Brooks back to the stage.
Thank you. I believe in the power of nature to transform lives. I want all of you to say that together. We believe in the power of nature to transform lives. And our team of scientists at the Shackley Innovation Center is committed to continuing and elevating the Shackley philosophy of living in harmony with nature. Other companies may claim they are based in nature, but make no mistake. Just because a company is using natural ingredients does not necessarily mean they're living in harmony with nature. Many things can alter the quality, efficacy, and safety of a natural ingredient by the time it is formulated into a product, from contamination at the source to processing at production. The bottle may say it's natural, but it may be anything but. Even products labeled as organic may not be what you expect. Despite their best efforts, contaminants in crops and soils can cross barriers and make their way into products that are labeled organic by current U.S. regulatory standards. Shackley standards are much higher. At Shackley, our standard remains clean, green, and beyond organic. I want to give you a few examples of what it takes to ensure the beyond organic standard for the purity and performance of each of our products. The beyond organic standard begins at the source. Our organic greens product is a prime example. And I want to state right up front that I believe every single member of the Shaklee family should be using this product every single day. If you do not have a perfect diet, if you're one of those people that's not perfect, this product will get you closer. And if you do believe that you have a perfect diet, this product only makes that diet even better, perfecter. Thanks. That was probably difficult to translate. I apologize. This product is loaded with nutritious greens, including dark leafy greens. And it may seem easy to buy those ingredients and put them in a bottle. But the fact is that leaves are terrific biological filters. They capture many things, including contaminants and pesticides. The benefits of consuming leafy greens can come with a bit of a downside in terms of ingesting some of these harmful ingredients. But I love our organic greens product, I truly do, because I can stand here and tell you that I cannot identify a downside, a negative, to using this product. Our sourcing of the ingredients for this product, in my opinion, are second to none. To find our source that met our standards, we needed to look for production areas with naturally lower levels of the contaminants that we try to avoid. We searched for maps identifying U.S. soil types, especially with respect to low levels of indigenous heavy metals. Think about how interesting that made my days, right, looking at these soil maps. It really was like looking for a needle in a haystack, and even on organic soils, or soils that have just recently been put into agricultural production, there tended to be levels of indigenous contaminants that exceeded Shaklee standards. It required myself and our team 18 months to find a reliable source of raw material to make the organic greens product a reality. This is one example of how we go beyond organic. The same is true with our tart cherry that's used in a recovery product that's in our sports line. By the way, this is an outstanding product full of many plant bioactives that are really beneficial, and you don't have to be an athlete to use it. But we spent months looking for tart cherry sources that weren't picking up pesticide drift. Our big issue with this was we just kept finding pesticide drift in everything we looked at. And we actually expanded our search globally in order to find reliable producers and growers that could meet these rigorous standards. In this case, we happened to identify that reliable source in Asia. And in addition to these growers being able to meet our rigorous standards for contamination, they also meet the rigorous standards associated with our Star K kosher certification. I'm very proud of that. One final example is the key ingredient in our breakthrough product, Vivix. This year is the 10th anniversary of the formulation and launch of Vivix. But right now, let's talk about the key ingredient that makes Vivix so powerful, muscadine. We discovered muscadine after a great deal of scientific research. Muscadine has incredible bioactive properties that are proven to help in protecting you and to help you live better, longer. Muscadine has these properties because it has adapted to live in a very harsh environment. It grows where there's a great deal of humidity, temperature, rain, disease pressure, insect pressure, and unlike us, plants lack the ability to run from danger. therefore, this plant is a fighter and it's a survivor. And the adaptations it has made to survive in its environment, many of those things can also provide benefits to each of us. But the benefit initially presented a significant challenge. Muscadine is a unique crop and its production is limited. We worried about the long-term supply, but believing the benefits of muscadine are important to each of our health, we worked very hard to find a partner going all the way back to the grower. And when we did, we locked up the supply of muscadine for decades to come. By the way, this is one more thing that each of you can thank Roger for. This was his insight, and it was a good one. Our partner farm family has lived and farmed on their land for 6 generations. And muscadine was first planted on this land in 1970, and it's now in the 3rd generation of this remarkable family. Our relationship with our muscadine grower family is the perfect example of our commitment to quality. To have quality, you need more than geography. We partnered with a farm that has been in the same family for 6 generations. We work with them from production through point of harvest, and we worked together and partnered with them to create our own extraction facility right on their farm for our patented extraction process. To create a high-quality product, you need the right people, the right partnerships, and the right relationships that all share the same philosophy. At Shaklee, we are deeply invested in our partnerships and relationships because we believe the better your suppliers know you and the more they feel connected to you, the more invested they will be in providing quality ingredients that meet our very high and rigorous standards. Simply placing an order is not a relationship. You need to go out and kick dirt with your growers and farmers. You must be willing to be a part of their world and to understand their challenges. And we do. I want to share one thing with each of you. I've spent more than 40 years traveling the world working in production agriculture, food manufacturing, and supplement manufacturing. And I've learned one very important lesson. Quality is not about geography. Quality is not about a country. Exceptional quality is about people and relationships. And at Shaklee, we are deeply committed to having strong relationships with each of our growers and our suppliers worldwide because we want them to be a part of each of us, each of you, and our entire Shaklee family. And these are examples, and this is how at Shaklee all of our proof comes naturally. Thank you.